Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry that I was not able to post like I promised. I was choked up with some things and now I'm glad I'm able to post. So today I'm showing you the video, the part 2 of taking care of your hair series and how I loosened my African threading and how I was able to stretch out my hair. And one thing I think I like about the African threading is the fact that you don't have to bother about your hair being damaged by it or something. So yeah, this method has actually helped me. Although I would say the method is very stressful and I would love to get a rev or something like that. But for the meantime, before I get that, I think this method still works. Okay, guys, so this is the result of my African threading, and this is how stretchy it made my hair. The weather has actually been really bad. If you are in Nigeria or if you've been to Nigeria and you know the Amatan season, you know that the season is always dry. My lips are dry. I keep like leaking every second. Now my hair, I left it in the African threading for I think about 5 days, and it was just because I wanted to like make my hair at a time that's closer to when I'll be going somewhere for like some period of time. And I just wanted to do my hair and make it like neat prior to that time. So that's why I left my hair for a long time. So if you're going to do African thread, maybe you should just not leave it as long as 5 days, especially when the weather is dry, like especially when you're using wool that can easily dry out your hair. So yeah, this is how this other side looks like. Now let's move on to doing this side. Okay, so I'm just going to be using my hand to unravel the big chunk of hair. Now it's covering my eye. There's a lot of Ayurvedic herb coming out of my hair. That's one of the reasons why I stopped using Ayurvedic herb that time, because I was so scared of these herbs like all over my hair. If you're going to be using Ayurvedic herb, if you are sure that you can manage all this stuff, then you're good to go. I think that if I'm going to be doing like braids, if my hair is in protective style, I will just make it the Ayurvedic herb in form of like a kind of spray, hairspray. So like I don't spray it in my hair because of this old herb stuff like all over. By the time I start making my hair, all of them start falling down, so it's easier. So when my hair is like out like this, it's very easy for me to apply it. Then I know that when I'm ready to do my protective style, I would find it easier to remove those herbs. But if you are always on braids, I would advise, because I've been there and I saw how bad it was when your hair is in braids and then you use Ayurvedic herbs and then like that, it's going to stick to it. So if you're doing your African threading, don't make the mistake of using yarn wool to thread your hair because it dries your hair faster. So make use of other threads apart from the yarn wool if you are leaving your hair for in a African threading for a very long time. I want to be making my hair very soon. Yes, I decided on twist because I feel like braids take time to take down, and I don't know. I was thinking that braids would be better, but last twist I did kind of opened my eyes, and I didn't lose hair like I thought I was going to lose. So yeah, so I'm thinking of going back to twist because it'll be easier for me. It will not take time when I'm trying to take it down. I think there are still some chunky parts, but when I'm trying to like make my hair, I would know how to loosen it out. I feel like I'm dealing with a whole big stuff. Wow, this is how my hair looks like. Now let me look at myself in the mirror. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay guys, so I started making my hair, and as you can see, I put my hair in twist. And yeah, I know like since last year I've been going for a lot of braids, but I discovered that it takes time to loosen out. Although I still like to do it, but then there's a lot of work to do these days, and there's no time to loosen out hair every time in braids. So I decided to go for twist. As you can see, I really like the way it came out and the fact that it is stretched out and is looking longer and all of that. So I hope it does not take you too much time. Yeah, let's go. When making twist up braids, I love to spray water, then I'd leave in conditioner before twisting or braiding my hair. But this time around, I wanted to retain the stretched out look, so I decided to just use butter so that it will help out in the detangling process. I have not tried this method before, but because twisting hair requires a lot of strength, a lot of twisting, and then if I'm not careful and I spray water, it tends to shrink up. And I was hoping or aiming for a straight out look. To make your twist last longer, it is better for you to braid the roots before then twisting it, except you hope to create the twist out after, and then you are not carrying in your twist for a long time, then you can just twist the roots. But if not, then braiding the roots is one of the best options. This year took me over 12 hours to create. There was resting, eating, times I took breaks, and all of that. But the timing is shorter because if I had done braids, I might probably have spent like 16 to 20 hours or thereabout. So once I was done twisting, I just decided to spray a little bit of water and then add my butter to properly moisturize the hair. And this is the amount of hair I shed, and this is the final result.